Yo, what up, Internet? Welcome to Bricks and Beer
And Booze.
and Booze.
Yes.
Episode 58.
Ooh.
58 is great.
I can't drive 58.
I don't even know like any puns or anything notable about the number 58.
I know 57 is like on the Heinz bottle. So
I guess so, yeah.
Heinz
Yeah.
plus one. Yo.
So there you go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
1 plus ketchup.
Happy Friday. It's Friday before President's Day. I played hooky today, so I turned my 3-day weekend into a 4-day weekend. I mean, I was not feeling well, but, you know, it's still...
It happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
I needed it. So, what are you drinking?
Well, it's going to take me a while to explain what I'm drinking. So why don't you explain to them what you're drinking?
Okay.
And then I'll tell a story.
I'm drinking this margarita mix that actually is a whole margarita in the mix. This was brought to my house by my wife's cousin, G. And that night, I made a margarita for him and his wife and their friend. And didn't realize that what they brought was margarita mix that had tequila in it already. And I basically made like killer drinks. I made, margaritas, but
Smooth
with,
and strong, I'm imagining.
way more booze than I was supposed to, And the and the other thing that happened that night, besides us trying to like roofie our guests, was that we had a fire in the oven when we were trying to cook some whatever.
Exciting.
So that was one of our good visits. It's like, hey, come on over, and we'll drug you and maybe let you on fire. So that's this story.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to make it out of this one unburned and undrugged. We'll see. I'll report later.
Yeah.
So tonight I'm drinking some beer. Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer, as it is.
Right there on the
so
can.
I was telling Jeff, my knees really hurt. It's because I did this thing. It's something I never fucking do, which is I ran. I ran a 10K on Super Bowl Sunday, which is 6.2 miles. It's the furthest I've ever run ever.
That's a lot of running. Dude.
And I don't run. Like, I don't do shit.
Yeah,
my exercise regimen is 0. It's like...
I go to the gym sometimes, but I do the not running thing. I go on the elliptical machine, which is specifically not doing...
Which, yeah, you know why?
Pounding the pavement.
Running's really fucking bad for you, and my knees really fucking hurt.
Yeah.
But the reason why I mention that is because at this particular race, it's the morning Super Bowl Sunday, and all these people dress up. And like, woo, let's go run, sports and shit.
You dress up in, like, football gear?
Various costumes. I saw a Star Wars team there one time. It was really cool. There was a dude dressed as the Death Star.
Nice.
So it's a 5K and a 10K. So a 5K is manageable. Like, I've run a couple of 5Ks, but it's not like I trained. I was like, I wasn't even supposed to do this. And then it was like, oh, you're going to do this. But it's sponsored by Michelob Ultra. So after the race, you get 2 of these. And these are like 12 ounces, but they look like fucking Red Bull cans. And it's basically beer-flavored water. So it's like perfect for drinking lots of.
Okay,
and
sure.
Refreshing.
All right.
The other reason why I'm drinking Michelob Ultra tonight
Besides the fact that it was free?
Well, so this wasn't free. I actually bought this.
Okay.
But that's because we didn't really have a solid plan, and I went to Target on the way here.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's on sale.
It's been a weird day.
Fine. It's been a weird day.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, and thirdly, I would drink one of the really nice beers the Big Sal gave me, but those are at my house. That's not here.
Did you look at any of the weird crap that's in my fridge?
No, I just went for the fucking water beer right away.
I have some strange beers in my fridge. People bring beer. But thank you to everybody who's done that.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's good to have a little stash.
Yeah, I'm actually into drinking like light beers a lot lately. I watched a Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown episode about Cologne in Germany. That's where they make Kolsch beer. And Kolsch beer has very low carbonation. So they serve it in these really small glasses, right? And the idea is it's small because it's not going to hold the foam, so you drink it quickly. So these dudes just like smash these like little weird science tube flutes of this light beer.
All right.
And you're supposed to drink lots of it. And I was like, all right. So I had to do this thing. Like we had this party for a baby shower. I think I talked about this maybe on the last one. I don't know. Anyway.
I haven't watched the last one yet.
Oh, so on that, they drank Kolsch. So I took a bunch of dudes out because we had a baby shower at my house for one of my wife's friends.
All right, so you had that.
And I drank Kolsch all day.
All
And
right.
it was like, felt great. And I was like, hey, maybe this is like, there's a thing to this. Like, drink the lighter, lower alcohol beer if you're going to try to run the distance.
This is called wisdom, folks.
It's called getting old.
Yeah.
Now I realize why you see those old dudes. I used to just think it was like a weird, like, rural cultural thing. Like, I drink Bud Light 'cause I'm from Arkansas.
Okay.
Shout out to you, B minus.
Yeah.
But I think it's more just like, I'm old and I want to drink 20 beers.
I want to drink all day and not die. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So speaking of sort of semi-unplanned and planned things, Jeff and I had talked about getting together to do this episode. And we have somewhat of a deadline, which we're making, which is good.
Yes, we are. We are.
No guarantee as to when this actually gets posted. Like,
Right.
I'm so bad at that part. I get it up on the internet right away, and then it just sits there for like 2 weeks because I'm really lazy about doing anything else. Like,
right, because you've
copying and pasting the description.
All right, so you sent it. You send the link to me and Zach and Morrow.
Yeah.
And nobody else. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
well, the last one's up, but like,
okay,
I didn't make a big deal out of it.
okay.
But anyway, so Jeff was supposed to come to my house tonight.
You didn't give away any of the tote bags.
No.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
But like, my day's been wacky, and I was like, you know what? Let's just fucking swoop in here. We'll do it here.
Yeah.
All good.
And it works out. And I had a Big Sal event coming up, which is that he got in touch with me after Bricks LA because he was admiring this dude and he wanted to know if there's anything I could possibly trade. But I'm too much of a daddy about my toys.
Baby.
It's my baby. So, but I said, yo, what if I built you one? But I don't have enough Bright Light Orange to build you an Axel one. Pick another Nexo character. So he picked, let's see if you can guess. Yeah, it's blue. So it's clay. So, yeah, this is the original content from me for tonight. Color blocking came out pretty good. I wish I had blue dishes for this. Like, this is really kind of part of the feet on this dude. It's kind of part of the shaping. So
you and I wish you had, but it's rare. Would be not the chrome silver, but the matte silver.
I like
4 white dishes. It's the same.
Yeah,
it's the pearl silver.
Like
the same as
here?
like, yeah,
that'd be cool. I don't think I have a single one of those.
I think I have one. I think they're really rare.
I have some 3 wide dishes like that. I don't think I have any 4 wide.
Yeah.
But I sort of liked the breakdown of. I just had to figure out how many of these I had. This kind of and this one too. And then when I figured out what the number was, I was like, all right, blue down here, dark blue up here. So it kind of looks like he's wearing shorts a little bit, which I think is cute. Did the obligatory chest missiles.
Missile s'more.
Yeah, they're gold.
I think that fits really well.
Yeah, I thought that was effective. I had enough red to do red again, but I thought this would be a good switch. I did have some blue Bionicle hands. I sort of prefer the older 3-fingered hands over the Hero Factory 4-fingered hands, but they're crap. They break all the time. They have really flimsy action going on here.
Yeah.
So I had 2 blue ones, and they were both already broken. I popped them on. I was like, oh, that one's broken. This one's broken. So I went with silver. I still have to do a sword, and I'll probably do a shield for this. But
I think the silver's really effective. Like
I'm pretty psyched about
silver
it. Silver
with clay. I mean, like speaking from experience, goes pretty well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Big stuff. So we even have there's a 2.5 long axle there that's been dremeled and glued into the ball socket because I'm all about the sin. And then for the control panel, this is a sticker that I cut from the Fortress.
Oh yeah. I was like, I knew that sticker.
Yeah, and I used this shield piece as the controls for Axel's
the big ship
Harley Axe thingy-madoobie. Hey. And so I figured that was a cool sticker to use. So this is pretty much done. I'm going to do some weapons and maybe do some stickers on it. But I had been dragging my feet on this completely. And I finally just,
You don't have to be quiet.
Yeah. My wife, Julie, just walked in.
We've had some disembodied voices on the podcast before and other random shit. Just get on in here.
Yeah.
Here. Sit here.
All right.
Hi, Internet.
You guys want to meet Julie? This is Julie.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Say hi to the internet.
This is my wife, Julie.
AMA about Jeff Cross. I guess it doesn't work that way.
What are you doing?
There'll be comments eventually.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
If you want to ask me anything about Jeff Cross in the comments
It's just
below,
gonna be like
I will answer all of your questions
within reason.
within
Nerds.
reason.
Within reason.
Yeah.
Or not. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking you guys have. I'm not gonna put you in free speech jail.
Yeah.
Talk about whatever you want.
I don't think anybody's going to ask us anything.
I mean, they're gonna be like, so Julie, what do you think about this giant ass wall of minifigs? Which actually, let's just talk about that since you're here.
Actually,
Okay.
Julie and I have a fun story because
Yeah.
we've known each other since like freshman year of college, but we didn't date until 4 years after we graduated.
Wow, we're gonna go into this.
Well, because here's
We're
why.
going
Here's
deep.
why.
We're
Well,
going deep.
so we've known each other about 8 years. We dated for about 2. It ended separated for 11 years, and then we got back together. And the thing is, she already knew, like coming into the relationship this time, she already
You
knew
were
about all
prepared.
my bullshit.
You were prepared.
Yeah, she knew about all this.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for my wife because, like, I didn't trick my wife by any means. Like, I did have a shelf full of nerd shit.
Mhm.
My room was entirely wallpapered with red wrapping paper that I'd gotten on clearance. And I had a fucking 12-foot desk with, like, 10 monitors on it because I was obsessed with the Matrix. This included, like, weird prop tubing and, like, other bullshit. So I was clearly a weirdo. We used to call my room the acid test of, like, if we'd have other people over at the college apartment, they'd be like, oh yeah, go check out Andrew's room. And then if they fucking were like back out slowly, we'd be like, all right, you're not in the cool.
Yeah.
You're not invited back. So,
Wow.
and part of this was there was a fucking Matrix hover ship that was like 2 feet long. But like now you compare that to like the fucking nonsense in my house
With
now.
the room,
and it
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, could you imagine that leading to this? It's just like, no fucking way. Like I had no idea.
Yeah.
So at least, I
Yeah.
mean, you came in educated to it.
When he moved in, I knew it was really serious when the Legos came down.
There we
The
go.
Lego-
Yeah.
The excuse me.
Well,
Sure.
I think there's always that moment of like when the Lego goes from being like a semi-closeted, hidden thing to like a publicly viewable thing.
Well, and this action right here.
You dying?
Are you choking, honey? Okay, go sit on the couch so if you turn blue, we can watch it.
You also can like just hang out. You don't have to be polite.
All right. In my kids' karate class, they call that swallowing a fish. When you swallow wrong pipe.
It's appropriate.
Yeah, it works. But we this whole all these shelves are IKEA shelves known as Trofast, and the reason we have these is because I had the Lego in the living room.
They're originally designed for like little kid stuff.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
right. Yeah, I almost bought
that's
one
like
of
these bins and these
Yeah.
shelves.
Yeah.
I think I know what that was.
Was it swallowing a fish?
No, it was a hare. I think it's because we went to the fucking farm club today.
Yeah,
So it was probably a
So-
rabbit
so-
hare,
or
an
maybe
actual
you
rabbit
Swallowed
hare.
a barn animal?
or a guinea pig hair, perhaps.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I inhaled it from my shirt.
But the thing was, in the apartment that we had before this place, all my Lego collection was in the living room, and it was stuffed in all these like boxes that said yams on them. And
Like, did you write yams, or were
no,
they yam boxes?
they were boxes from the
Because it's
grocery
way
store.
weirder if you wrote yams.
Yeah, just like, oh, these aren't Lego.
Trying to mislead
These are
people.
something
These are library books.
Yeah,
and
something-
this one's peaches.
totally normal. Everybody has boxes of yams
Yeah,
under their desk,
yeah.
so
They
but
don't go bad that fast,
yeah,
and
but Julie was just like, I'm kind of not into looking at these boxes of yams.
Tubers.
Let's spend some money and doll up the collection if we're just gonna have
So
to.
you got
okay.
these.
So that explains the origin. Wow, that's actually really cool because
plug for
never heard
Trofast shelves
Mhm. Yeah.
from IKEA.
Yeah, we spent and I mean I had put together 14 in one go, and I was down to less than 5 minutes each one by the end.
Wow, yeah.
Because you figure, I mean, you're doing 14. You're like, this time I'm gonna open the box on this side. You figure out the sort of like the what's the movie about sushi? No, ramen. Tampopo. The Japanese have to, like, what's the perfect way of doing this? Doesn't matter
The, like,
really if it's
perfection.
effective or not. If we need it, it's like, what is the perfect way? So I found the perfect way to build Trofast. If you need to know that, ask me in the comments.
Oh, shout out to IKEA. I love IKEA.
Right.
What's funny is, like, these shelves I completely associate with you because I didn't know you before you didn't have these shelves.
Oh, wow,
so
yeah.
it's always been like, this is Jeff. This is part of Jeff back here.
Yeah, that was my attempt to clean up our living room.
Okay.
That's good.
But now I
That's
kind
good.
of miss them. Like, I miss having this in the living room.
You know, it's funny because, like, my Lego collection used to just be this huge, obnoxious wall of Lego, literally in our living room.
Mhm.
And my wife fucking loved it. Because, like, we'd all hang out together. And now that I have, like, a dedicated space,
Yeah.
I find, like, she's trying to hang out on the love seat, which is, like, a shitty couch. It's not
Right.
nearly
Yeah,
as
yeah.
good.
But that's
And,
why
like,
this space is kind of good because we do have the
Yeah,
sectional over
you
here.
have, like, a chill area in
You want a
addition to,
tour?
like,
Should
a
we turn?
functional one. No, that's way too much work. These people, all they're clamoring for is like tours and like production value. You ain't getting any of that. Actually, I the reason why I want to say that is because like I do actually want to do like a tour thing
Okay.
of different people's thing and like call it something and do a series. I think people would dig that.
So we're saving it.
Yeah,
Apparently.
yeah. I'm also
You
really
know.
lazy and don't want to do that
Yeah,
right
right.
now.
Someday, you guys will
Someday.
get to see the other side of the room.
Yeah. For now, you know, it's
Maybe.
like there's no romance without mystery, right? So we gotta keep
Yeah,
this for
right.
as long as we can.
Is there even another side of the room? Maybe that's outside. You don't know.
It could just be a portal. We
Mhm.
can just go to other places.
Yeah, it's
My
not
house
actually-
is actually the other side of the room.
It's just pixels. It's like when you climb over the fence in like Tomb Raider 2 or something like that. It's just like gray.
Word.
Want to talk about Dollar Days?
I kind of want to just interview Julie more since
Okay.
she's hanging out here. Like, this
Right
is the
on.
first. Well, because we normally
That's right.
have guests on.
Sure.
And we've had a number of guests with me and Jeff.
We
But
have.
this is the first time like we've talked to like a Lego spouse.
That's
A
right.
Lego spouse. But
and
you said it would never happen on your
well,
show.
no,
And
I
the
said
first time
my wife would never go on the show. That's a differentiation. She's like, no way. I'm like, just walk through the background. Just be allowed to say about it. She's like, no way. So you know, the second time. But
Uh-huh.
tell me about, like, was the Lego always a thing with Jeff? Like, did you
Yeah,
know?
we used to have like parties in Jeff's room in college where we would get together and
A little free build?
and just like be all hanging out and playing with Lego.
That's fucking awesome.
Really
Back
fun.
then, I had like 6
At
tins.
that time, we thought we were so quirky and fun.
and
Oh, I
they
mean,
were-
that was me in college,
And
too.
they were in color. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had like the red tin and the yellow tin. So
Wow, so you had a sorted collection in college.
sorted by color. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. What, is that a mosquito?
I don't know. But oh, I'm good at
Live and uncut.
Get it.
Wow. I got it.
Nice!
Sweet.
Excellent.
Remember that time I tagged that little scurrier? Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was
That's like,
interactive.
I'm all ninja on this
Interactive.
show.
It's hard to know where to put your eyes. Like I'm looking at you.
Oh, it's weird. It's
or then
weird
I'm
as
looking
shit,
at
like, watching
myself.
yourself
and
like
I'm
yeah.
like, maybe I should look into the camera.
We sort of try to default to the.
You try to look
to
at the
you.
screen so you can kind of engage with the people who are watching this, but
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I figure people are just kind of like, what the fuck is happening?
Sometimes-
anyway? So,
Sometimes I put you on my headphones and then put the phone in my pocket, like when I'm at work. So I'm
yeah,
not looking at you at all.
I mean, like, I would love to do an audio-only podcast because I feel like we could actually do that on the regular and do like a semi-live show.
I think it's not
However-
hard to do it.
It's not hard, but like Lego's such a visual medium,
Mm.
and it's we
That's
stumble
true.
enough on like our group hangout calls where you're like, you know that one part, and it's got this and this and this, and then eventually somebody goes, "You mean this one?"
Yeah.
And they fucking hold it up, and everybody goes, "No, not that one, the other one, that
Right,
one."
right,
And you're
right,
like,
with the little
"Oh,
face
this was
sticking out.
clumsy and dumb."
That is weird. It's interesting, even among the deeply involved. Like the common language is still kind of.
Well, the jargon
Off.
sort of is it's at a slang level where it's kind of like, and it's also predominantly dated.
Yeah.
Like, which is so weird because it's like now I feel, having been in the hobby for a long time, which doesn't even feel like I've been in the hobby a long time, but I have, that
Mhm.
like I'll use terms that people now don't use, and people have developed terms for things that like I have old terms for.
It sounds
I
like
feel
you're
like it's
talking
like
about like some kind of alternative lifestyle.
well, it's
hilarious.
almost like your grandmother saying something inappropriate, and you're like, "Whoa, grandma, you can't say that!" Except it's like some dorky AFL acronym thing. Like Gary calls headlight bricks washing machine bricks,
There's so many more syllables in that.
and well, I'm like, it makes sense. It looks like a washing machine.
Sure.
But I'm like, motherfucker, they're used for headlights. Like, I know it is a headlight.
And you're nicknaming something with a 4-syllable word that you could.
Yeah,
you know,
but there's no common language among our ilk. Like,
watch us fall asleep.
There's bricklaying. Yeah, well, this is like the shit where my wife is just done. She's like, I'm out. But you guys enjoy your nerd time, and
Julie will be sitting on the couch over there. I promise. And listening to one of our calls, and she's just like, "Wow, you guys are you're really into Lego." You know?
Oh, my wife is just like, it's just like, bah, bah, bah. It's like the Charlie Brown mom noise. Like, yeah, and it's like sometimes I'll talk to my wife about shit, but it's like not only Lego, but like Transformers or other shit I'm into. I'm like, hey, check this out, I got this. See this guy? He's in this show, and he's this guy, and he turns into this, and she's like, cool, honey. And I'm like, thank you for humoring
and
me.
my almost 10-year-old son does the same thing, so I have two.
Well, yeah, you got one too.
Yeah.
Which is rad. Like, it's, I think it's good. Like, you have the training wheels for that.
Yeah, we have a miniature version of me.
Yeah. Hey, he's got both of you guys. I want to see both of you guys.
Yeah.
Personality-wise, though, he's pretty much like 150% Jeff.
I think definitely the way he relates to things, there's a lot of me in there.
Yeah. I think he has your comedic timing, though, because every once in a while, it's just like, he'll just hit the, like, perfect thing, and you're like, oh, man, what's happening?
Oh, my God. He has these Chewbacca PJs. It's like like he never wore onesies when he was, like when footy pajamas were actually a thing, but he loves these Chewies PJs, and he basically will wear them all weekend if he can.
He's wearing them now.
He's wearing them right now, and
he comes home from school and just like takes off his pants, puts them on the floor because he's less than 10 years old.
Yeah.
Well, I do that as well. I'm 35. Things don't change much.
No, if you can help it. But we're doing bedtime, and he says, "Hey, Dad, what noise does a Wookiee make when he farts?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And then of course he farts, and I just.
Oh man, I was trying to think of some like clever Chewbacca part.
Right.
Did you see on Facebook that I said he hate watched the Emoji Movie? That's like the most like recent like kind of brilliant thing that our kid has done, and we were so proud of.
I like that he's already like ironically appreciating things.
Yeah,
like that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
It's when I worked in children's books, which is a thing I did. We were doing all these parody fairy tale books, like The Stinky Cheese Man, and The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. And I remember my friend just being like, is this the right thing to do, to introduce these stories to kids, like, one step removed, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, here's
I feel like all major pop culture things are that. In like Scarface, like, I've seen Scarface a bunch of times, but I know a lot of people have never seen Scarface, but know the entire plot and everything that happens in Scarface because you've seen Scarface, even though you haven't seen Scarface. Sure. Like, similar things like Star Wars. Like, you like...
One time, I was waiting for an elevator to take me up to a Halloween party, and two guys came in, like, two different couples came in from different directions, and the two guys were Tony Montana and Austin Powers, like, in character.
Okay.
It was terrible. I had to ride the elevator up with them, yeah.
I would not want to be in the elevator. That kind of sounds like a hell.
Yeah, it wasn't so good.
Special type.
Yeah.
Okay, so we established that Julie was cool from the get. Like, you were in the college dorm room, hanging out, having the Lego party. Yeah. So you were totally cool with that.
Right.
At what point did you like realize
that I wanted to mac on Jeff Grimes?
No, not even that. That Jeff had gone from being like
a long time
a casual to being like sort of a hobby professional.
At what time did I realize that?
Yeah, like when was that moment where you were like,
cool story?
Whoa.
Because, can I tell the story?
I think you can.
Okay. Jeff,
worked on this
showed me this stop motion animation video that he had made in high school, and I said, oh my gosh, look at this crazy thing that you did. Like, this, you should be totally, like, pursuing this.
Okay.
And he was like, I don't understand, like, how I could, really. And I was like, why don't you just, like, take a class at the, what college?
School of Visual Arts.
School of Visual Arts.
SVA.
And And he said, I don't have the money. And I was like, well, here, I'm going to lend you the money. And you pay me back.
When I got my tax return that
You got
year.
your tax return that year.
Yeah.
This is probably the last time you did your
You were probably right, as a matter of fact.
Wasn't exactly
Yeah.
responsible.
Yeah,
It's good to be married sometimes as a man-child.
Yeah, when I veered off, she's right. She's right. When I veered off having a steady job and just went freelance, I got too nervous about doing my taxes and just didn't do my taxes
For like 10 years. Anyway.
Yeah. But then I did them later.
So he took that class at
True
School of
story.
Visual Arts, and then the teacher recognized his talent in the class
Okay.
and said, "Come work for me." And Jeff just has worked.
That was it.
Pretty much
Skyrocketed
since.
to now.
I spent $600 on that
Stop motion
class.
animation.
Or actually, she spent $600 on that
Good
class.
on you, Julie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Changed his life.
she did.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's right.
So it was really cool that we got back together after all that time.
He hasn't done
Yeah.
shit for me. No, I'm just kidding.
Straight up. Oh, man. Oh, Julie, you're killing it tonight. You were killing it last night, though. For those uninitiated, we, meaning Jeff, I, Mario, and Zach, have like a long-standing weekly bro time call. And like, Julie crashed it last night, and her and Zach, you guys were on fucking fire.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. It's usually a good time. Like, it's always a good time.
It's pretty
never
much-
a bad time.
It's the inspiration for this.
Yeah, but it
You know?
like some weeks it's just like it's kind of a low level. Like,
Right.
It's like me and Maro, and we're like, "What's up, bro?
Or
I'm really tired. I've been working.
we're all sorting.
Like,
we're not really. It's like,
yeah,
you know?
like you guys do anything? No.
it's like, yeah.
But-
Did you build anything? Nah.
But like last night, I kind of thought that's how it was gonna go last night, and it was just fucking great times. The greatest thing ever. So Zach, I'll tell the story. So Zach is in the midst of rearranging his Lego room, meaning he bought a new house. He moved all of his Lego into a enclosed, like built out garage,
Mhm.
and then had to. He was like, I'm gonna resort everything. I'm gonna buy all this shit. Like ambitious dude. I'm like, okay, cool. Project started. And then he's like, oh, and by the way, I had to go pick up a Steinway piano and all of my brother's Star Wars collection that we collected together since 1999.
Right.
Which is 500 boxes. So every time we do these calls now, it looks like Zach is the Unabomber. Like he's straight up calling from the apocalypse. So Julie looks over and she goes, Zach, are you in a storage space right now? And I was fucking dying, dude. It was
Oh my
amazing. And he was like
It's
5
like
minutes
a
before
wall
that,
of cardboard
he was
behind
just
it.
telling me about this is a perfect segue. So he was telling me about like, oh man, I opened up all these Star Wars Unleashed figures. Andrew, this is what you were talking about with your children. And I was like, what children? And he was like, yeah, you sent that text message. And I was like, no, dude. I said it's getting hard to hide the bodies
Right.
because Dollar Days is
Dollar-
back, yo.
Yeah.
It's fucking out of control. Look at
As
this.
usual.
Look at this. $2.
Boop.
Powerpuffs for days.
Boop. Yeah.
I
and it-
kind of hate this sticker, but I kind of love this sticker because I have the archive, where I keep one of every
God,
99 cent store.
Such a fucking nerd.
So I know that this is wave 2. This is
That's right.
2018 because they doubled the price.
Yeah.
Those dirty motherfuckers.
It's-
However, fucking 93 pieces for $2.
Okay. And the thing is, like,
Wow. Amazing new value.
okay.
Amazing. You know what? There's
I
this
mean,
big marketing push with the 99 cent
This
store.
this
where
is
they're
pretty
like,
cool, right?
We swear.
Right? Powerpuff Girls for days. But the thing that really made me go nuts this round was Octi.
Motherfucking Oggy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's glorious.
I got 12 of these guys.
Oh,
and
that's
I built
amazing.
them all. Yeah. I mean, I really want to do like a Space Marines, just be like, send reinforcements out! You know, and it's
like,
all this
how
like,
can you get mad when your
Mhm.
husband, like, oh, I spent money, and then he comes home with that? Like, how can you be like,
It's
I have that on tape!
yeah, you're gonna regret that one. Archive. Take a note.
Woo!
So what's
It's all
funny
about
is
the art!
this is
Fucking knew it!
this is one of those things where as a dude you're like, yeah, my wife's a girl, you're a lady. I got Powerpuff. Look, Powerpuff. And I was like, I don't even know what that is. And I'm like, it's a girl thing. She's like, I don't fucking care. I'm like, you can have this. She's like, no. I'm like, okay. Whereas like Well, last night you were saying like, oh, Jeff gave me a set of Powerpuffs,
Yeah.
which is to make up for him going insane and fucking buying a dozen of them. Like, here you go, and I'm like, I get it.
It's
like,
straight up.
it's I
Yeah, we
think
had
it's
this
something
night-
in the DNA where you're like, I killed 100 animals. You get the first pick, and you're like, I don't eat meat.
I like these little Powerpuff figures though. They're
They're
cute.
good. They're good.
Yeah.
And as a part set, like the fucking cell phone dude, I don't know what PPG smartphone. I don't remember the smartphone from the show.
No, there's one of the alternative builds on the back is closer to what the show had.
Oh, like the actual
That
phone.
one.
Yeah, okay, so there you go. There's the alternative. But this has fucking great parts in it, and like this for $2 is pretty good. There's a shit ton of these. And what's funny about the 99-cent store,
stores, yeah.
one, if you're in California, get on this shit.
Do it.
Two, so they've got some of the Wivs from last year. Like they've got Sensei Wu. It's a great parts pack.
Mhm.
I love that one.
Yeah.
They got Unikitty. That's a good value for the parts.
I love how there's so many Unikitties. I was really getting interested in the sheer variety
right.
of
Yeah,
Unikitties
yeah.
that there are.
display.
Well, I mean, like they
don't
gotta
have-
animate the face, right?
I don't have the puking one, but I think I've got all the other ones that are out so far, yeah.
There's a puking one.
Yeah, it's a seasick one.
She's seasick.
It's actually really great.
There's a color. I mean, there's a green color that's basically called Unikitty Green
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
Seasick Unikitty.
Shout out to the homie Sammy. The year that Sammy won the drunk build at BrickCon,
Yeah.
the trophy they gave him had the puking
Oh,
Unikitty face.
nice.
And he said whatever, like 2000 whatever,
Mhm.
drunk build winner. It was pretty good.
That's cool.
But there's a bunch of other IPs out. So there's Knight Rider, which is hilarious because I have like
he's beautiful.
6 David Hasselhoffs.
Yeah.
You have the car somewhere. I saw.
Over there. David.
Uh,
I like him
That's
because
a David Hasselhoff.
it's David Hasselhoff.
That's-
He's got Hobbit hair. The only character that has this hair besides Hobbits is the little kid from Jurassic World. It's hilarious.
yeah, it's like I feel absolutely no guilt about buying these.
It's
because
hilarious.
One,
Get it?
I'm buying it. I'm buying it at the 99-cent store, and two, that means I can just buy like
My
a
wife.
dozen of them. So here's the black car that you can't see any details on.
Yeah.
Look at the front wedge plates.
New wedge
dope,
plates,
dope.
woo.
Cheat slopes.
New hotness.
Yeah, it's this is fucking great. It's not bad.
Black slicks actually are not a common thing. Boop, boop. These in black.
Yeah.
How many viewers do you guys have? Like,
300
wow, that's pretty
Ish.
Thanks,
yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
good.
ish, 300 subscribers.
Not enough for YouTube to pay us.
No, not nearly.
We're
There's-
still
and there's-
small time,
and
which
honestly,
is good.
it's not
Keeps
really-
it authentic.
It's not really us, right? It's just like it's us when Andrew's in Burbank late on Fridays.
Yeah, it works. So what else is there? There's fucking Hermione.
Yeah, Hermione's.
You can get this hippogriff. I was corrected last night by a nerd about that.
It was me.
Oh, I thought it was Mara.
we were all like champing
Yeah,
at the bit.
everybody was like, "Fuck you, Andrew."
Yeah,
I was
right.
like,
Hippogriff.
It's a griffin, right? Like, bunch of nerds. And you get Hermione, which I guess is okay. And then there's fucking what else?
E.T. has been spotted.
E.T.
E.T.'s kind of. I can't remember if I've actually gone off on this on the cast, but there's E.T. kind of like
on the cast.
jumped the.
It's the
Is it-
slang. That's the slang.
It's
Oh,
the
is
slang.
that the slang? Okay.
It's the slang. E.T. sort of jumped the shark for me a little bit because I realized I don't really care for these totally on model sculpted heads on top of minifigs. But then I realized they've been doing that for years. Like 3PO has always been that.
Yeah.
So I really feel like it's case by case. And I bought Buttercup at a convention and thought about it and meditated on it for a while. And eventually was like, Buttercup as a minifigure is awesome.
I feel like the more cartoony they are, the more they lend themselves
But
to
they
that.
just posted pictures of the villains from the They're going to do Powerpuff Girl sets later this year, I think. And they posted pictures of the villains, and both of them, I was like, ugh, no, I don't want them. It's just Mojo Jojo and the chick with the
That's
hair.
the thing is, like, I think there's certain properties that don't lend themselves to... They do, but they don't. Like, so if they did Samurai Jack, I love Samurai Jack. It's
that'd be
very
cool.
cartoony.
Yeah.
All the brick built parts would be amazing. But if they give me, like, a little minifigure Samurai Jack, I don't really fucking have a need for that. Like, I'd rather have a brick-built Samurai Jack that looks on model than a minifigure.
Shout out
Because
to
you're still
Right?
gonna have the weird minifigure proportions. So if you do the head perfectly, like that ET is a perfect example. By the way, my wife is terrified of ET.
It's kind of at this point that
You slowly back away.
This is how I feel when Andrew talks about Transformers, actually.
You're like, eyes glaze over,
Yeah.
the Charlie Brown mom voice
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah. I feel like somebody's going to just, like,
It's okay. If
keel
you want
over.
to slowly exit, I'm going to grab another beer.
I'm gonna just really.
Julie's bored.
I'm taking the long way down the road.
I feel like I should check on our son.
All right, we'll do that.
Well, thank you, Julie, for hanging out. It's nice
Yeah,
to
no,
have,
it was
it's
very
nice to have a
fun.
spouse perspective. I feel like the viewers appreciate that.
Right.
It humanizes us a
We,
little
we,
bit more.
we had the Morrow's wedding show, which is a lot about
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
nerve.
You
That was a good one.
Oh, that's cool.
So
You had like a bachelor party show.
kind of, yeah.
Oh,
but
man,
but
that
Jenna
was-
wasn't on it.
I've talked to the homies plenty about this, but I get a little intoxicated in that, and you can tell when I put on the pterodactyl costume, that's when it really goes south. Because that's the kind of guy Mario has, where he just has a pterodactyl costume,
Right.
where you can just spot it on like
right
a coat
there.
rack.
Oh.
Yeah. It's good times.
All right. Well, I don't want to shit on your podcast too much more. Or actually, well, no, I won't. I won't really do that.
More mystery for you guys.
I don't know what that means.
No, I don't know what that means either.
No, I wasn't. I mean, I'm really not. I'm not gonna.
You're not going to literally shit?
I'm not gonna take a shit.
Oh! Okay.
That's not why you're leaving.
I'm-
Okay, gotcha. That's what you're trying to clarify. Girls don't fart.
Yeah, right.
No.
I'm going to say this and this about that.
All right.
Love you.
Thanks for hanging out, Julie.
My wife, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Well, that was fucking great. That was
great.
good.
That was cool.
good.
Do we have anything left to talk about? I mean, I brought over my little base plate of Dimensions figs. The one that I'm really hoping comes out is the this one, the Cyberman. I've actually purchased 3 of these when they were on like buy one get one, like BOGO 50% or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's this dude who's got this little
I mean, like, I
thing on the top.
love
Look
any
at
of that
this
dark
freaking-
tan.
Well, this torso is great because it looks like an Iron Man torso, but not quite. So, and it's silver. I mean, I could get like 12 of these dudes, and they're cool. And then like pop the heads off and do something else with them. And having a ton of Daleks is just a riot,
They're
like
great parts.
Daleks versus Octi.
Yeah,
kind of shit.
yeah. The one I'm really hoping that comes out. I mean, I'm really hoping all the Adventure Time ones come out.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
But this one,
Yeah.
particularly because the set that she comes with has a bunch of dishes in dark blay.
Yep.
Which, like, having plenty of those. Like the one that I was gonna pick up just as like an illustrative thing, but I didn't. The one that's clogging the fucking shelves is Chase
McCain, right?
He's like a generic city cop.
Yeah.
Comes with a helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, full of good parts. Like
I just don't want that minifigure. I don't want to.
yeah, the minifig sucks.
Putting him in up here. I have so many variations on cops, and yeah. So,
Well, that's where like I don't have that problem because I just go, your torso goes in the torso.
right.
bin,
I
and
have this
your
weird
pants go in the
OCD.
pant
Like I
bin.
gotta get it all stuck in the thing.
Yeah,
So, hey,
dude, come in here.
yeah, Zach, come on in.
You got to show the internet your Chewbacca.
Yeah, we were talking about
Oh,
this
man.
earlier.
Get in here, dude.
It's family night. It's family night here.
Boom.
Shake
there it
Ross.
is.
Oh boy. Instead of just opening the door and saying hi, I got myself into being on the show.
Yeah,
Hi.
It happens.
yeah.
There you go.
He's so bummed.
Not at
So,
all.
internet, Zach. There you go.
Yeah, there's some more.
Can you bust out a Chewbacca joke right now? I'm gonna guess you're not primed.
No, no.
Okay. No worries. It's a lot of pressure, I understand.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, I think this is probably a good spot to wrap it up.
It
unless
probably
there's
is.
anything else?
Yeah, folks, if you've got access to a 99-cent store, pop in,
Get on
see
it.
if there's
Like,
some groovy stuff going on.
I literally just stopped by the one on the way here because you could. So just do it.
It's good stuff. I mean, look at all this
Nice parts.
lavender, like tons of lavender
You guys are
curves.
like doing a commercial for Lego now.
No, I'm doing a commercial for Lego's Toys to Life crashing through the floor and me getting bonus production.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This Lego Dollar Dollar Days
Yeah.
is like
This is a sign of like they were like, hey, we're gonna go for it, guys. Oh no.
oh, yeah.
Failed.
And as a collector, it's one of the like mass bargain. Like we can barely keep up with ourselves, going crazy. Like the lug email feed is just kind of like, hey, I was over here and over here and over here, and they didn't have anything.
It's pretty good because there's an email list that's like constantly firing off, which is how I was like, oh, the game's afoot. And then there's a text chain between me and the LA bros.
Yeah, right.
We're like, yo, secret intel.
Yeah.
Hit this place right now. And I'm literally like opening cases off the pallet.
Yeah.
And like,
and
we're not emailing anybody.
And Andrew's giving me, he's like, go to Buena Vista if you want to check out this thing. And I'm like, well, do they have this? And I'm waiting for him to text me back, and he didn't text me back, and I was on my way.
On the way.
I just go there too, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Andrew was here 4 minutes ago.
It's good times.
Adventure.
So get out there. Thank you guys for watching.
Whoa. Thanks, family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
actually,
you guys for the
let's-
guest stars. You guys
yeah.
want to say bye?
Yeah, bring it in.
Bye.
Bring it in.
Get in here.
Bring it in. Hey.
Till next time, Internet. Peace.